going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, episode number 62 of the CKU Dynasty and Base Camp Off-Season for Season 5 after last week's heartbreak in Helena, however you pronounce it. Can't believe we got blown out by Idaho on our home turf. That's not how I envisioned the season ending, but it's indeed how it happened. So now we have the off season to look forward to. And yeah, I will see y'all with the All-Americans and the award winners. Let's go. Darnell Holland, Offensive Lineman of the Year. No surprises there, but surprise here. Josh Lewis wins the Heisman and he runs away with it. 654 first place votes. That wasn't the surprise. This is number one. Oh, wait. Everything got flipped. Because number one lost, number two lost, number three lost. That is now number one. That is now 1, 2, and 3 lost. Let me go to the polls real quick. This is the absolute insanity of what the week was. Don't know where to go off. No, they don't. Okay, 8 people. This is the insanity. Last week, number 1 Texas loses. Number 2 Tennessee loses. Number 3 Florida State loses. So now, welcome to absolute insanity. Number 6 is now number 1. Number 4 is now number 2. Number 5 is now number 3. But number 5, Iowa, is going to be playing for a national championship because the BCS is stupid. I'm imagining a BCS controversy. I'm ready for it. Let's check out your All-Americans for 2009. I don't see any CKU players here. Darnell Holland, I saw him first team All-American tackle. Johnny Hardy, first team All-American guard. Did we get anybody on defense? We did not. Second team, Sammy St. Louis. Maurice Moore, second team. All-Conference, first team, Wendell Porter. Darnell Holland, Johnny Hardy, Dan Sandy, Grant Parker, Maurice Moore. And Tim Brown, freshman, all-conference, first team. 13 for 14 field goals, 53 for 53 extra points. Insanity. Did he get freshman All-American? No, but Christian Morton did. That's a dub. Demario Banks kicks 14 for 19 and makes 42 out of 42 extra points. I think Tim Brown got robbed. That's just me. Anyways, second team all-conference, Sammy St. Louis. And Christian Morton. And that's literally it. That is kind of underwhelming compared to what I thought we were going to have. Who won the conference? Fresno State. Doesn't surprise me. We finished fifth. Anyways, the national championship is between Iowa and Nebraska. Well, A&M's on the outside looking in. I can see a huge controversy after this game. Let's get to that, and we will get to the off-season. Anyways, if you guys are excited for this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you haven't missed an upload. You guys know the deal. Shoot for 5 likes on this video. I got Christmas lights behind me towards the end of October, middle of October, and a Sprite cranberry.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
And your 2009 national champions are the Iowa Hawkeyes. Is there any controversy? Iowa's number 1 in the coaches poll, number 1 in the media poll. There's no controversy. Somehow the team that was number 3 going in, that arguably didn't deserve to be there, sparks no controversy from the polls. I don't get it. I don't understand it. let's get to the offseason. Also, I just realized that Iowa has won back-to-back national titles, and Nebraska was a 3-loss team playing for a national championship. However little sense that makes, it happened. Now let's go to the offseason. Here we are, offseason schedule. This stuff is so good. This stuff is so good. I have to play. The Sprite Cranberry is amazing. To the wheel! Wait, my bad. Before we get there, budget. Recruiting, training, discipline. I think we can take 10 off of the... We'll take a little bit off the discipline and add it to... Honestly, I want to put it on recruiting. We could really put it onto training. Yeah, let's do that. Players leaving. Time for the sad part. Okay. Let's try and convince these guys into staying. Johnny, talk him into staying. Yes! Maurice, talk him into staying. Sammy. Sammy is coming back for his senior year! Maurice! Let's go! We got them all back! I am so happy! This team is going to be loaded next year, but it is time for the seniors to get their props. Curtis Tellis was a punter. He really only punted for 1 year for us, but his career stats. 24 punts for 793 yards, 33 yards per punt on average. 4 inside the 20. Not bad for a 40 overall punter. John Paul Anderson. He started in the first 2 seasons. Didn't play much afterwards. He didn't play at all afterwards, surprisingly. 21 total tackles, 2 interceptions in season 2, and a fumble recovery and 6 deflections. This kid, I think he had a huge interception return in season 3. I know he did. I think. Put it on the screen. Intercepted by John Paul Anderson.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Tigers get the ball back. Oh, and he had a kick return. Like, huh? When? When? Anthony Ball, in 3 years, 14 30. That is not 31. Something is not right. 31 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 2 pass deflections. Jermaine Roach, the freaking goat. The freaking goat, Jermaine Roach. 76 tackles, 7 interceptions, 9 sacks, 1 pick 6. He had, it's not including his 06 stats, but he had not just a pick 6, but the first pick 6 in the history of this team. Intercepted by Roach! He's breaking tackles! He's going on the left side! To the 50. To the 40. He might go! He might go! Go! Let's go! That's a big 6! We got one! We got one! Yes, sir! And 18 pass deflections. But the first pick 6. What a freaking goat. Didn't he get any receptions? Yes, he had 1. He had 1 for 14 yards. Jermaine Roach at wide receiver. Jermaine Roach at wide receiver. That's beautiful. Throw it his way. And he caught it. Jermaine Roach with the reception. Alton Roberts, I believe he was the one that made that huge stop against Indiana, if I do remember correctly. Not 100%, but that sealed one of the biggest comebacks in school history. 72 tackles, 17 sacks, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 touchdown. I have to find that touchdown.
Hot potato,
Fumble,
hot potato.
fumble, picked up by Roberts. Roberts is gonna go. Touchdown CKU, scoop. and score! And one pass deflection. Damian Smith. What do I say about this kid? 143 tackles, 7 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. Happened in the same game. Intercepted by Smith. And he's gone. 30, 20, 10, touchdown. CKU on the pick six. Another pick by Smith. This man don't get 2 picks. He got 2 pick sixes. This man is on demon time. Just wrap it up. Let's go home. 2 pick sixes happened in the same game. In the same game. He had both of them in one game against Utah State. The defensive masterclass. Ryan Smith had 3 interceptions, 121 tackles, 21 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. What could this kid not do on defense for this team? He was insane. I'm going to save him for last. He is the last one on the list. Wendell Porter. His first year, he got injured in game 2 and got knocked out for almost his entire freshman year. Afterwards, he comes back and just rushing 514 attempts in 4 years for 4,751 rushing yards, an average of 9.2 yards per attempt, 68 touchdowns, 1,998 yards after, I think that's after the catch, or after contact. He fumbled 5 times this year, which is insane. He had 8 fumbles, but Jesus. Receiving, he had almost 1,000 yards. 374 after the catch. 6 receiving touchdowns, only on 40 receptions. Defensively, he had 8 tackles in 4 years. And kick returns, he had 6 kick return touchdowns and 111 returns for 3,448 yards and a longest return of 106 yards. Our first big recruit that we landed in the school's history was a legend. And by the way, he had 14 pancakes, which in and of itself is amazing. You know how I love pancakes with this team. He even attempted 5 passes. He never completed one, but he threw an interception this year. We don't talk about that. But this kid's a legend. This kid's a freaking legend. Hopefully our next running back is half as good as he was. Insanity with how he played. Insanity. Anyways, that is it for players leaving. Let's go make some recruits. To the wheel, finally. Oh dear Jesus. He is going to be 6'10". He will be a 6'10" athlete. Oh God. He's from the great state of Delaware, Oklahoma. And he will be a projected 3-star. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to Ariel Stanford, a 6'10" wide receiver from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, he is pretty fast. He has also 99 catching, but he doesn't have that good of agility or awareness. He's semi-strong. He has decent carrying. I'll give him 75. We'll give him 80 carrying. It doesn't defend his overall. 70 jumping, 70 break tackle. He can hit. He can even somewhat throw, but he's really solid. I'll even do this. I'll even up it. He's a really good kicker. If the team uses him at kicker, so be it. But Ariel Stanford is a solid wide receiver who can also kick. Can't get any better than 6'10". Indeed it can. 5'11". Running back. Okay, this is going to be really interesting. Projected to be a 2-star. Okay, a 2-star, 5'11" running back from the great state of New Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Rhett Daniels from Bosque Farms, New Mexico. Now, he's supposed to be a 2-star. He might shake out to be more of a 3-star. 5'11", 185 pounds, speedy. 99 speed, 80 strength, 80 agility, but 50 awareness, 75 excel, 50 catching, 75 carrying, and 60 jumping. He has 65 break, 60 throw accuracy, 55 throw power. That doesn't even matter, but he's a really good pass blocker. 75 pass blocking, 60 run block, and 75 kick accuracy for the memes, though he doesn't really have any kick power. 90 stamina, 80 injury. He might shake it to more of a 3-star, but I can see him being a high 2. I'm going to drop his acceleration down to 65 and his agility down to 70. That'll make him a speedy threat back, and he's a 65 overall. And now, here we are, the final recruit. His height will be 6'4". Alrighty. I thought we were gonna get on the high end. Mid 6 feet. Left end. Very interesting. 6'4", 4-star left end. Projected. Colorado. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, the final recruit from the wheel from Gun Barrel, Colorado. Left tackle Sigmund Abraham. 6'4", 280 pounds. 65 speed, 90 strength, 80 agility, 70 jumping, 80 tackle because he can hit, 82 run block, 80 pass block, 91 stamina, 87 injury. This dude is scary. Whoever lands him, supposed to be a 4-star. I'm gonna bump him up to an 80 overall, give him 70 speed. He's scary. He might end up being one of the best recruits in the country. He's scary. Alright, as we jump into recruiting, let's see where our 3 recruits landed. I always forget to do this. All prospects. Wow, they are nowhere near the top. Oh. Sigmund Abraham is a 5-star. And there's a little bit of interest. I would be remiss if I did not go after this kid. But he is a 5-star. Who else are we looking for? We are looking for Rhett Daniels. And he is from New Mexico. He is a 2-star, so that actually worked in our favor. And we are looking for Ariel Stanford from Oklahoma, who is a 3-star. That one actually worked. We somehow actually hit on 2 of these. I don't know how we actually got the star ratings right this time. But Sigmund Abraham was supposed to be a 4. I said he'd be a high 5. Did he end up in the top 50? I'm genuinely curious. Here's a top 100. Number 18. Yes. Oh my lord. We have 2 of the top 20 in the nation. No one else can say that as of right now. Granted, we have no interest from really anybody else. Tim Marquardt as well. And I thought we had a 4th in the top 50. I thought we had a 4th in the top 50. John Robinson, I guess he fell out of the top 50. Whatever. 2 blue chips this year. I will set our recruit targets, and then I will get back. Alright, here is our target list. We're going to go after 2 punters. Terrell Reed, who's a 4-star punter. All of these kids are interested in CKU. We're not going to go pulling out the board. We're not playing that game. Terrell Reed, he's a junior, and then Marcus Pryor because he'll be a freshman. Then Jason Riley at outside linebacker. Jonathan Henley at defensive end. Darren Smith at strong safety. McKeon at corner. And then the 4 guys we already have. These are our main targets. That's all we can go for right now. See you guys in week 2. Little nervous. That's not what you like to see. No commits from week 1. We do have pipelines in Washington, California, and Utah, as well as our home state of Montana. And we do have a player from Canada, which I'm trying to remember who that is. But, here we go. Week 3. That's again not what I want to see. No commits. Let's check in on our 3 guys. See how many commits we've gotten out of the top guys. Nothing. Abraham is still looking at Oklahoma. Let's go state by state. Check our guys. We could have went after a couple guys from Montana, especially guys that had interest in us. We could probably still go after Marcus Ford. We don't need another tackle right now. That's the thing. We really don't need another tackle. Brett Daniels. For a 2-star, you're really looking at some high-power schools. In Oklahoma, where's our guy looking at? Ariel Stanford. He's looking at Purdue, Texas Tech, A-State, A&M, and Iowa. Very interesting mix of schools. Our targets. Oh, no. Terrell committed to Tech. Oh. Dang it. Botswana! Still no commits. That is scaring me. That is very, very scary. Still no commits. Who have we lost? Cedric Noah went to San Diego State. Shoot. There is not a lot of green. There is more red on this board than anything. To week 5, we have no extra recruits. This is not looking good for us. Finally, we land some recruits. Henley, McKeon, and Riley. All 2-stars, but they all commit to CKU. That makes our job a lot easier going into week 5. I keep backing up for some reason. Going into week 5, did we lose anybody? We lost Nick DeLuca. Who are you? I wasn't even recruiting you. Off my list. I don't know who you are. If this kid does not commit to CKU, I am doing something terribly wrong. Let's get to next week. What a week for signings! Marcus Pryor. Casey Davis, who I wasn't even recruiting, but another wide receiver. Darryl Graham, who I wasn't even recruiting. And Darren Smith, who I think I said if he doesn't commit, then what are we doing wrong? Let's check our target list, because I think there was another guy that didn't commit. Yeah, McFadden went to... who are you? I wasn't even recruiting you. Where is the guy that I was trying to recruit? Where is he? Is he Barbado? Yeah, he went to San Diego State. Who are all these guys? I wasn't even recruiting all of you!
Who are you people?
I think I may have been on their list, but still. And Dan Washington. Bro, you didn't even commit. Dog. New Mexico. Rhett Daniels commits to New Mexico. That doesn't surprise me. Ariel Stanford, Texas A&M. It would have been funny if he went to Stanford, Oklahoma. Oh, he might be the new Bosworth, but just the offensive version. He is scary. Tyler Smith, DNQ'd is a 4-star. That might be some. That is funny. Let's check our class. Steve Reynolds, Lamont Carty, John Robinson, Marquardt, Fryer, Tucker, Henley, Riley, McKeon, Graham, Davis, and Smith. 5 of our guys are top 10 in their position. That is insane. Where did we rank? Where did we rank with our 12 recruits? Please tell me it was top 30. Illinois ranked at the top 30. Number 33? We had the 33rd ranked class in the country with 12 recruits. That is amazing. Okay, I am really hyped for next season now. I really think we can get somewhere with this 2-star program. Fresno State finished number 10 in the country, and they finished just above us. I think we can give Fresno a run for their money this year. Just saying. I hyped it up all season that we were going to move Marcus over to receiver with his speed. We're going to be below the number of corners. I don't think we need to make that change now with Marquardt. Maybe next year we make that change finally. Once we lose our 2 best receivers. But I thought, oh, pairing up Sammy and Leon's gonna be crazy. I think we'll be just fine for this season with Estes still on defense. I think if he needs to be a receiver, I will put him in the depth chart at receiver. But I think I also see we might redshirt Casey Davis. I'm not 100% just yet. Otherwise, everything else looks fine. Marcus Pryor is a 74 overall punter, which is a lot better than the last one we had at 40. Yeah, this is going to be a solid recruiting class. I'll get back to y'all in a minute. In the training results, Sammy St. Louis is a 94 overall. '94 overall. Like, he is the highest player on this team rated. Easily. I still think starting running backs, it's going to be Dorsey starting at running back. He is the higher overall. He has more experience. Starting quarterback will probably be Blake Paris, even though they're both an 82 overall. Brian Rogers is an 80 now. Dear God, this is going to be a good season. I have high hopes. Also, I don't think Marcus was meant to be playing corner. Like, I get it, he's now an 80, but 44 tackling. I don't think he was meant to be playing corner. Alright, this is our depth chart for the start of the season. Blake at quarterback, Charles, Brian, and then McCoy at 4th string. Joe Dorsey, backed up by Lamont Carty and then Teddy Wilson. Marcus Harrison at fullback, William Butler behind him. Wide receiver is where it gets a little tricky. Sammy, Leon, Steven, Tim Marquardt, the freshman, Neil Ham when we go empty. Then Casey Davis, the freshman. I don't even want Davis. I want Harris at 6th string in case someone goes down. That's how I want this to shake out. I'm going to flip them. I'm going to flip them around. Harris, then Ham. These two are interchangeable. Backup tight end is Neil Ham. That gives him some, I like Neil Ham. I think he's a good player. I think he needs a backup spot somewhere on the field. Darnell Holland, Hardy, Sanny, Parker, Maurice Moore. The line returns again. McPhee at left end, then it gets a little weird. Devin Reed moved to right end, even though he's still listed as backup left end. I just do not want Henley on that defensive line right now. I want experience. Rodney Hughes at defensive tackle with John Neal. Fred Stewart at left side linebacker with Robert Cook at the middle and Brad Taylor at the right. Then at corner, it's Billy, Marcus, Christian, Steve Reynolds at 4th, and Sammy at 5th. No, I'm gonna move Steve back. At 4th, it's gonna be Marquardt and then Sammy. Yeah, no, flip them. I'm so uncertain on this. Then free safety, I am certain about Oliver, and then Zach Morrow backing him up. Strong safety is going to be Steve Reynolds, and then backing him up is the freshman Darren Smith. Tim Brown at kicker, Marcus Pryor at punter, Sammy and Marcus on kick and punt return, Tim Brown kick on sides, Dan Sanny long snap. Freshman numbers are going to get changed around before the first game. Those are not set in stone. To the next season we go. Time to set the schedule. And the recruiting class. Table. Board. Thingy. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our 2010 schedule. We open up night kick, 6 p.m. on the road at the number 21 Purdue Boilermakers. Then we kick off our homestand, 12:30 p.m. kick against New Mexico. Then at Nevada under the lights, Utah State, Boise State, at Hawaii under the lights, Louisiana Tech, Fresno State under the lights in what is obviously a revenge game, New Mexico State on the road, Idaho on the road in what's clearly going to be a revenge game. I don't like losing to Idaho. And senior night, under the lights, Arizona State. That could be a very good game. I'm looking forward to that one. But it all starts with Purdue. Next episode, it's going to be a good one. So if you guys are excited for that, don't forget, tune in, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. As for me, well, you know the deal. Real quick, let's finish up. Check out the preseason polls. Oh my god. 73rd. Alright. Preseason Heisman watch. Sammy's number 3. Let's make him a 2-time Heisman winner. Preseason All-Americans. Sammy's first team. Darnell first team. Johnny first team. Maurice first team. Second team. Dan. And nobody. All conference. First team. Sammy. Darnell. Johnny. Dan. Grant Maurice. And Christian Morton. And Tim Brown. Second team, Blake Paris, preseason all whack. And that's it. That's surprising. Conference outlook, where do they predict us? 4th. I think we can easily beat all 3 of these teams. We've done it before. This is who we've never beat. We've never beaten Nevada. That needs to change. We need to beat Nevada this year. This is a strategy that's kind of paid off for us. Go for the high recruits. Positions that we really need. David Foster, John Walker at quarterback, because we need to go for quarterbacks. We need a young quarterback. David Mangum at defensive end. Chad Griffin, free safety, as well as Roderick Rucker. Those aren't priorities, but, you know, if you get them. Barrett Evans, Dan Washington, Kirk Charles, Michael McPherson, Ben Lester, defensive tackle. We really need that position. Strong safety, we also really need that position. So, go for the pipeline. And then take the home state kid in Mitch Conant. That's our recruiting board. I will see you guys next time for the Boilermakers. Gonna be a good one. Start the season with a win, and if we win, can we actually ride that momentum? Because last year was not pretty. We need to not have repeat it. We need to actually, you know, consistently win and go to a bowl game and maybe win a conference title. I'm shooting for 8 wins next year minimum, and they're all conference wins. I'm looking to run the whack. Easily run the whack. Can we do it? I hope so. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, never miss an upload. You guys already know the deal. Let's shoot for 5 likes on this video. As for me, I'll see you guys next time. Cue the music, go Tigers!
So I wrote this letter, dear whoever wants to listen and make it so better. Emotion shifts like the weather, whatever night. You play your cards right, determines forever.